Yeah. What it do, yeah? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am him, Jones, the NBIC, giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies, for they are worthy to be what to be praised. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all you guys for your continuous support, leaving all that feedback, the positive, the negative, all things is respected and needed, because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is to continue keeping my foot on you heathens, you he-gros, and the newly installed heathenites. Next round of applause for that. Yeah, man. Beautiful day as well. I'm always gonna emphasize on taking full advantage of this beautiful weather, especially if you are a melanated individual. This is the time for your body to nourish, time for your body to detox. Yes, the sweating, all of that is needed to take out all the bacteria that's in your body. You need these things. I beg you guys, don't get yourself tied in under AC. Put yourself under an umbrella. Let your body sweat. Let all these pores get opened up so all these bacterias come out. When you see that stench, like your underarms is stinking and stuff like that, that's the toxic in your body due to the bad eating, right? The European westernized diet that we're on. Right? So give your body the opportunity to heal. You are created by the creators. Anything or anyone that was created by the creators cannot function without sun. You understand me? Everything that was created by them needs sun to fully operate. And I'll leave it as that. So get your sunlight in. Take full advantage, enjoy this summer, enjoy the free time that you have, right? Now, as for me, my days is always cool, calm, and collective. Made a few runs. Today was a slow day. But it is what it is, right? No complaints. I got another client that wants service from me. And I just came home doing a lot of things. Shout out to the Wiz from taking care of some of my financial situations for me, making sure that that's up to par. You know what I'm saying? You need your right hand to take care of the left hand. You feel me? But other than that, man, it was a beautiful, phenomenal day, right? Now, for those that's been tuning in onto the podcast, you guys know that I did a phenomenal interview with my wonderful sister, very educated, no other than Dr. Ma'at, okay? Dr. Ma'at, okay? And she brought forth phenomenal information. If you guys don't know, you could type that name in on your old social media platforms, on YouTube, TikTok. She's doing what she's doing, and I'm doing what I'm doing, but we all doing the same thing, right? Uplifting, empowerment. And she said some very quotable things. And just to give a FYI, man, the numbers is looking phenomenal. Shout out to you guys for tuning in, watching, listening, gaining intel, giving me all that love. You know what I'm saying? Like I say before, all these things is needed, right? We just trying to take this podcast to the next level. We try to be the ultimate podcast, the best podcast, right? On the planet. Facts, right? But she says some things, and somebody decided to leave a comment. And of course, the comment is coming from a European. And this is a disclaimer. No, I am not racist. No, I am not. I don't have hate in my blood for anybody. I'm just a realist. I speak truth. I say it once. I say it twice. It's facts over feelings. Only the facts is going to set us free. Right? So when I say certain things, if it may come off harsh, pardon me, because pardon me for not, how can you say, fall in line with the I have a dream speech. That speech was a nightmare for me and for anybody that looks like me. So my apologies if I don't go in line with the social infrastructure. I'm sorry, right? Now, as a black man, just like as I would expect a European or a Jewish or a Chinese, right? I would expect you to represent your nationality, your people, before you represent anybody else. I would expect you to do so. That is the most common sense thing to do, right? But of course, when you black, they always try to throw the shade and say things in the notion of you need to hold yourself accountable, stop playing victim. And that's what I wanted to elaborate on, right? Now, the European wrote in my comments, and I saved it, and I'm gonna pop it up in a few. Matter of fact, let me pop it up now. Hold on. So this is what the European said to me. It says, let me read it first before I give you my 211, and I'm gonna give you the word too as well, of course. It says, first and foremost, you need to get fathers back in the family unit. But yeah, segregate yourself because it's everyone else's fault. The black community has problems. Have some accountability and stop with the victim mentality. Okay. So let me address this. He says, first and foremost, we need to get fathers back in the family unit. And you know what? You was absolutely right. But not just getting fathers back in the physical sense, we also need our father back in the spiritual sense, which means that you need to remove your ideologies, your monotheism, your Jesus, your Yahs, your Lord, your Jehovah. You need to remove that from our community. Remove that from our TV screens. Remove that from our radios. You should ban what's that man? Frank Kirkland Frank, whatever his name is. You should ban every single individual that's teaching anything pertaining to Jesus, because Jesus is the black man's CPS. Jesus is the black man's CPS. Jesus and religion and his disciples removed us from our creators, because he told you that he is Lord. He told you that he is. If when you see God, when you see him, you see God. He said that. So please allow us. You absolutely right. We need the fathers back in the household, because the father play a very important role. And I'm gonna show you in the scriptures. I'm gonna bust your head right now, people. Remember what I told you. I'm gonna bust your head. So yes, we need the father. Now, when we say segregate, as you can see, obviously you probably didn't watch the video, and I wouldn't expect you to, because the things that the sister was talking about might cause you to get angry, might cause you to say, shut up, nigger. Just might. It just might. But we never said segregated. We said, simply stated, that we need to separate. See, with segregation is, we have our own space, but you guys are governing it. That's what segregated is. Segregation is us back in the days before this interracial and this integration phenomenon that took place, right? I remember my neighborhood. This would be the last place a European would want to live in. In fact, I remember my neighborhood when 3 or 4 black people moved in, everybody else said, "Oh, nope, can't be around these guys. We out of here." Right? Right? Cool. So when we say we want separation, why do we need separation? Why is my sister emphasizing separation? And what separation will include, right? So our separation is we're not blaming nobody. We're holding ourselves accountable, but we realize that through separation, we can get the concentration to get back to the holy creation. Let that marinate into your head, Texas slinger, right? Through separation, it will force us to depend and rely on each other, where we will not seek outside influence to deteriorate our minds, to influence our children, to participate in things that is not of our culture. For example, being a transformer or a homosexual. That is not of our culture. Right? So we wanting that does that mean we're holding ourselves and we playing victim? Guess what? We're gonna always play victim because you always oppress and take advantage of my people. Now, you guys have, altered the system where everybody's affected, but we all know that the number one people that's affected even more is the poor. We all know that the systematic racism is still in full effect. We all know the racist, when it comes to health, is in full effect. Right? I remember when you guys was pushing the foo-foo. I remember the governors all over the United States stated out their mouth verbatim that the people that need to come and get situated first are the black, the Hispanics, and the Native Americans. Now, one time, did they mention the Chinese people, knowing that this thing came from China? Not one time did they mention the Koreans, the Middle Asians. Not one time they didn't even mention the European, knowing that the European gene is weaker than ours. But that's a whole nother topic in discussion for itself, right? None of these things was mentioned, right? So we know that these things exist, and we're not blaming nobody no more. But yes, we are still victims, and we still have the right to say, yo, you violating. Just today, I'm driving. A cop pulled over, see him and his homies in the car. You know, the cops deliberately just cut these people off, just cut out. And the cop on the passenger side already came out, not with his hands on the taser, not with his hands on his pocket, knowing that it's not a threat. The man already had his hands on his gun. So when I say that, yes, the victim mentality still exists because you guys are still taking advantage of our people. And guess what? We don't have the luxury like you guys do to run up inside of Capitol Hill and take on those consequences, right? We don't have that luxury. Okay? We are guilty until proven innocent. So excuse us for having that mentality. And yet, if you was to watch the video, we're not blaming nobody. The question was simple. How do we restore the black and brown community? And my sister says we need to separate because it would allow us, right, to concentrate, to get closer to the creators. It will force us, right? It will force us to get away from you guys. It will force us to get away from your churches. Remove. Because us separating from you means we're separating from your ideology, your philosophies, your teachings. It will force us to go back to the ways of old. We won't need voices in our ears to say, yeah, shit, well, why you got to deal with him? He cheated, you cheat too. You know where that comes from? That comes from you guys. You know where murder comes from? That comes from you guys. Oh, you want to know where deadbeats come from? It comes from you guys. You were the original deadbeats. Huh? Ask Thomas Jefferson how many black women did he lay up in, infuse them with his tar, contaminate that vagina, and bring forth children, and threw them children back out into the wilderness and act like he didn't do nothing wrong and lived his very presidential life until he died. Come on, people. Stop playing with me. When you look into our history, into our culture, we had numerous wives, a large amount of children. All the children and the wives are in one house. Oh, my bad. You know, the word still promotes that and shows that. Ask Akobi, or what you guys will call Jacob. Go ask that. Go look up Solomon. Go look up David. The list goes on. This is our culture. Go in Africa right now to this very day, 2024. That practice still takes place. You're going to tell me that's unholy? Who said that? Europeans? So yes, separation is the key. It's the key. It's the only way for us to get out of this victim stage. Because like she said, we must first separate. Then we must heal, because through separation, we no longer gonna blame each other, have anger. We're gonna have to reason with one another. And through the reasoning, we're gonna then focus on solutions. Damn, baby girl, you did this. Yo, we forgive you. Come on. Let the community help you. Oh, your husband is dead, he in jail, etc. Let the community help you. This is what I'm focusing on. I'm no longer going to be the man that sits here with all this wisdom and knowledge, because I could feed you knowledge and wisdom until I collapse. I do this effortlessly. But it's time to put the work. The work has to get put in. The work is not the word. The work is working to see the next generation become great again. To finish the mission, to finish the job. The job is always, and it will always remain, going back home. And this is not our home. You can call it home. You can call it, you just renting this place. You're paying rent to be in this place called America. This is not home. And they know that. And you know that. But let me pull up these scriptures for you guys. I definitely want to pull this up. Let me pull this up. Okay. Let's start off with verse 31. It says, "Thy ox shall be slain before thy eyes." You guys is thinking that it's talking about animals. No, it's talking about the man, the warrior, the head of the household. The ox will be slain. Your creator will be slain from you, removed from you. No existence of understanding of who they are. Right? And thou shalt not eat thereof. Okay? Thy ass, the donkey, the weaker vessel, the cushion, the mother, shall be what? Violently taken away before thy face. Oh, I'm gonna give it to you. He that got eyes to see, let him see, ears to hear, let him hear. And shall not be restored to thee. The sheep, your people, your children, your loved ones, will be given unto thy enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. We not able to rescue our people. Well, how we and look, they're gonna give you the Jesus. They're gonna say, "Go not, but into the lost sheep." The lost sheep. See, I'm giving it to you in a metaphorical aspect so you can understand how eternal this pain, how eternal this situation is. This thing runs deep. This is a generational problem. Generational. This ain't part-time. This ain't partial. This ain't temporary. This is generational, fam. And it's affecting every single colored person on the face of this earth. Whether you are in Europe, whether you are in Haiti, Africa, America, you are all subject. Because wherever Jesus lay his feet, we are in trouble. Okay? 32 says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto other people, another people. Huh? Isn't that what's going on? And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long. You guys don't understand what this is. This is the school system. This is the prison complex. This is the Western mentality, the Western world. Your child is in jail. You're longing for them. You're giving unto a people. And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. You don't got no power to remove them from these circumstances. Come on, people, talk to me nice. Huh? Verse 33 says what? The fruits of thy land and the labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat it up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. We oppressed and we still being crushed every single day, Monday through Sunday. You can hide it by the things that you offer. Yeah, you giving us Section 8. Yeah, you giving us food stamps. What kind of food is the food stamps getting? Genetically modified? Huh? Yeah, you giving us aid, you giving us all that. But you also putting drugs in the community as well. You also putting guns in the community as well. You also feeding our children toxic behavior. So when I say you're doing this, you reply to me and say, you need to hold yourself accountable. We would love to hold ourselves accountable, but allow us to hold ourselves accountable without your affiliation. Let us hold ourselves accountable without having to come to you or needing you for your solutions, for your products, for your reasoning, for your religion, for your system. Allow us to just do us. So we can no longer be victims. So we can take the next step into healing. And I find it ironic that it's like black people is the only one that's getting met with this victim mentality. But when the Jewish people come on the national podium and says, this remind me of Nazi Germany, I don't see none of you guys saying anything. In fact, you guys are supporting it. You are protesting, you marching for it. But when it comes to us, it's like, just shut up and be quiet. Because we're giving you food stamps. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. But can that food stamp take me to a farmer's market and get organic food, or those places don't accept that? I can only buy cold sandwiches. I can't get nothing hot. I can't get nothing cooked. Make it make sense. Huh? Oh, the Section 8 is allowing me to live, allow me to pay half the rent. But the Section 8 is not accepted in Beverly Hills. The Section 8 is not accepted in the Hamptons. So when I say, yes, we still got the victim mentality because you still taking advantage of us. You still oppressing us. You still keeping your necks your foot on our necks. You still here in New York right now. I just got a news feed this morning in the AM that stated that they're going to put red light cameras all through the neighborhood. Let me show you. Not only are they gonna put red light cameras all through the neighborhoods, but they already got speed cameras all through the hood. And I could take you to numerous of places in the European neighborhoods where you're gonna only find one or two. But I could take you to my neighborhood, and in a 20 block radius, I can show you 8. Huh? So forgive us if we still playing victim. I want to hold myself accountable, but I can't hold myself accountable with your presence still around. I can't hold my presence. I can't hold myself accountable. Forgive me. Forgive me. Separation is the only thing we need. We don't want your reparation. Like I said in the interview, and you guys, I advise you guys to go watch it. Phenomenal interview. This is the first of many. I got plenty of interviews in the archives. But in that interview, I let it be known that there's not an amount of reparations that can be give to heal and fix what you have done to my people. The only payment that can be received for what you have done to my people is in blood. And you know that. And you know that. It only can be paid in blood. You know paid in full? No, paid in blood. That's the only way payment shall be received. Any other way, it's a disrespect to my ancestors. It's a disrespect to Emmett Till. It's a disrespect to all the brothers that was lynched because they was at the wrong place at the wrong time. To all the sisters that was raped. To all the brothers that was falsely accused and thrown in jail. Okay? To the little innocent babies that was fed to alligators, to the mothers that was pregnant and you tied them up to each end of the horse and you slapped the ass of the ass of the horse to split my mothers in half and the babies flew in the air. To the young warriors, the ones that was held captive through war. And you starved them to death. And when they died, you took their skull and you started kicking it around and created a sport called soccer. Don't you disrespect me. Huh? Don't you disrespect me. Ain't a single person on the face of this earth can tell you and verbatim the wickedness that you guys have done. And you got the audacity to tell me that I need to stop playing victim? Stop having a victim mentality. How about you just let me be me and allow my mentality to get right? We still traumatized. When a black man walks into a room full of Europeans, it's like, here we go. You don't know what to expect. You don't know if you're gonna expect the murmuring. You don't know if you're gonna give so-called underlying insult racism. Right? We might walk into an establishment and you might say something like, "What's up, boy? Excuse me? What's up, my guy? You know, you guys are known for doing stuff like that. Huh? We don't know what to expect when we walk around you guys. So if we continue to have a victim mentality, excuse us for that. My apologies. My apologies. It's nothing personal, but we must speak the truth. We must speak the truth. This is not about hate. This is not about race. This is about correction. We need to correct ourselves. Yes, we are jacked up. Yes, we are violent towards each other. Yes, We got nothing but hate. But you guys play a very important role into that. And the first line of fixing the problem is knowing where the problem resides from, and it resides from you. So yes, yes, we need separation. You go your way, we go our way. And for those that says, if you don't like it here, go back to Africa. Guess what, people? We would love to go back home. But when we go back home, you got to go back home. You got to go back home. Get your minerals and resources from somewhere else. I thought Israel is the land filled with milk and honey. That's in the Middle East. Go back over there. Go dig through the grounds and find what you need over there. China, I'm sure China got beautiful resources. Go over there. Go over there. Stay over there. I'm sure where you guys dwell got resources. Why do you need a gas pipeline that goes from Nigeria all the way to France? Why? But you got the audacity to say we need to go home. You got the audacity to tell us that we need to stop playing victim. We don't want to play victim no more. We don't want to put the blame game. We don't want to point fingers. We just want to be left alone. We wanna find our culture. Please don't even give it. You don't even gotta open up the vaults. You don't even gotta do nothing. You can keep everything. We don't even want it, because the creators will allow us to find our path. I promise you. Wisdom is justified by her children. She will show us the way, like she's doing now. She will show us the way like she's doing now. Because with your removal from our circumference, it will force us to operate in righteousness. We can't operate like savages no more, because savage is a taught behavior. And guess who taught us to be savages? The savage people, the cave dwellers, the bottom feeders. Hey, the serpent said, you shall be the dust, you shall be the dust of the ground. The animal on the ground. Curse be you and your seed. And you know this. This is why you need us in the spirit all the time. This is why you need us in the churches. This is why you need us in your institution. This is why you need to be amongst us. Because you know, you being around us, you know you're going to continue to enforce this spirit doctrine, this Jesus doctrine, this monotheistic teachings that's going to disrespect the two that sits on the throne. We're going to acknowledge one and not acknowledge the other. Who told you not to? Who told you to do that? Who told you to do that? Because the last time I checked, one of the commands was to honor thy father and thy mother. I guess that's why the name Sunini Nanini is removed from all literature, is removed from all households. I guess that's why you made the correction. Yeah, I said it. You made the correction into the N-I-N-I. Now it's just N-I-N. You guys took away the other I. You removed it. You made it even smaller. Listen, I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm watching how you just messing up my lives, messing up with my service, messing up with my numbers. Don't want to give me my plaque. It's okay. I get it. I understand it. But just know there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop this awakening. There is nothing you can do to keep us in your religion. There's nothing you can do. And for my brothers and sisters that's still battling in this religion, fast. Fast. Don't pray. Fast and praise. Fast and communicate. Fast and reach out to your creators. Because as long as you are in this monotheistic understanding, you are still in the foundation of religion, people. And you will never, and I don't want to say never, because never seems like never, never. You will not get to the next level. You will not be able to see and understand what I'm saying to you. You will not be able to until you acknowledge both. The wisdom is coming from your mother, it's not coming from your father. Think about it. Remember, what's bound on earth is bound in the heavens. What's bound in the heavens supposed to be manifested on the earth. Okay? Who does the teachings? Who teaches the child when a child is born? Who nurtures that child? Who comforts that child? Who shows the child the first couple of steps into life and also tell them, don't play around with daddy. Who's installing that fear? Knowledge is the beginning of fear. The fear of the creator is the beginning of knowledge. Come on. Come on, people. Who's going to give you that? Who's going to give you that? Your father is not here to teach you. He's here to install fear. So when you violate, you get punched in your mouth. That's what's going on to us right now. He's the one that says green light on your death. He's the one that brings the plagues, the pestilence, the famine. He's the one that's doing that. The angel said, so what you want us to do? I want you to make it rain until these heathens, Hebrews, and heathenites drown. Mama Love said, hold on, baby. Honey, wait. Let me grab some of these children right here. Let me talk to Junior right here. I like June. June. He remind me of you, honey. He's really living the epitome of our likeness and our image. And he loves me. Yeah. Keep him. The TD snakes, expose them. The counterfeits, expose them. The coconuts, expose them. And the clock is tickety-tock, tock. And I find it ironic that the exposures for these heathens is all over tick-tock. Hey, it's a revelation for you people. Nothing is by coincidence. Get right. Get right, people. You want total righteousness? You want total righteousness? Acknowledge your creators. I said it. Your creators, and I stand on it. To the death of this. I stand on it. Through the Exodus. I stand on it. To the very end of time, where the whole world will see their appearance. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live, man. Once again, I ask you guys to continue support. If it's your first time, I hope it's not your last time. And if it's your second, third, fourth, or fifth time, that means I'm still on your mind. And that means that we still got to get on that grind. And that grind is to do what? Put the work to go what? Go back home. Home is where? The Holy Land, El Kebulan. Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? And I am him, Mr. Keep my foot on you heathens, you he-grows, and the newly installed heathenites next. Let the creator say one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all. One.